All right, how do you feel about your transition over to Wisconsin and what you can bring to the team this year?
I feel great about my transition to Wisconsin. It's been very enjoyable. The teammates took me in with open arms. I have a great relationship with all the coaches. What I feel like I bring to the court is just a level of toughness and leadership, especially through my experience. Being this is my third year in college basketball at a high level, the high major level. Like, I know what it's like to play in front of these big crowds, and I know how it is when it gets rowdy in here. So I just feel like experience, toughness, and leadership I could definitely bring to this team.
Are you playing the role you expected to play on this team so far?
I would say so. Yeah, I mean, I don't really see myself as just a point guard or just a two guard. I feel like so far I've been playing all the guard positions, 1 through 3, and I could guard a lot more than that. I could probably guard up to the 4 position, guard whatever you need me to guard. So I feel like I've been perfect in my role.
As a team in general, we didn't get to see the scrimmage. You've got that exhibition Friday. So what are some of the things you guys learned about yourself in the scrimmage and areas you want to improve on starting Friday?
So things that we learned, I would say, is that we can compete for sure. We're capable to beat anybody that we step in front of. So we definitely, as you know, when we step on the court, we expect to win, as you guys would know already. What was the other question?
What are some of the things that you learned in that scrimmage that this team needs to get better? I know it's so early.
Okay, yeah, it is early. I feel like our physicality could take another step, and just our camaraderie on the court with 5 guys being one, everyone being very vocal. I feel like some of the guys that had a little bit more experience were a little louder, a little more, what can I say, instinctive to talk and do little things that, aren't really that natural when you're just in a gym full of, what was in here, posters, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like we could definitely get better at just being together as one defensively and just running our sets more crisp. Like you said, it's real early, so everything's not going to be perfect. That's why we played a team like Loyola Chicago, more experienced, more tough. So I feel like it was a really good matchup for us, and we took a lot of good things out of it.
Looked like there was a.
It's going to take a little time with all the new faces for guys to get together.
It's going to take as much time as it needs. I can't really put, an exact time on it, but the way I like to look at it is God's timing. So, I feel like everyone puts the work in here. This is one of the hardest working teams I've been a part of. So I feel like everything will fall right into place at the perfect time. So
Looked like there was a conscious effort to get you post touches. Is that something you think you can bring to the team, just making other guards uncomfortable down on the block? And how much did you do that at Wake Forest?
Oh, definitely. Like the way we run our offense, I feel like all 5 guys can get into the post. And that's something I love doing, picking on the smaller guards. Even if they're my size, I can face up, get into that paint. I feel like the paint is somewhere I play well. I can play inside and out. So focusing on getting the ball inside is something that I've easily adapted to, because like I said, I like to post up, and I do feel like that's something I could bring to this team, level of physicality in the paint, bringing guards down to where they're probably more uncomfortable. So yeah, I feel like that's definitely something we emphasize and something I'm looking forward to.
With so many freshmen and a couple of transfers, does that put an even greater emphasis on getting experience in an exhibition game or a scrimmage, maybe than a team that brought back all 5 starters or something like that?
Yeah, I would say so. Being a younger, less experienced team, especially coming off a COVID year with no fans, playing a team that has made deep runs in the past, like Loyola. I think they were the #1 defensive team in the nation last year, and they returned 4 starters. So Coach Gard specifically picked an older, more experienced team to give us a good test as a younger, less experienced team. So I feel like that is something that, we emphasize. I forget the question.
Well, that sense of experience, playing an exhibition on, this week you're playing Whitewater. I know they're D3, but they're a D3 program that's won national championships. Like you said, it's going to be a ton of people. Do you place a greater emphasis this year on what those exhibitions mean?
Oh, okay,
even though they don't count in the win-loss record?
Yeah, like I said, I think I really touched on it. But yeah, for sure, playing a team like Loyola definitely ties into what you're saying. Playing a team with experience and just building on those little things. A team like Loyola, they like to play tough, they like to play physical, they like to play fast. They're well experienced, they ran their sets well. So playing against a team like that gives us a good look at what it's going to be like, playing in the Big Ten, playing a tough, grimy, experienced team. So yeah.
I know you might handle the point guard position a bit this year. What have you learned from Brad Davison at all about that?
I learned a lot from Brad. I mean, first of all, he just comes out, gives his all every day. He's one of the hardest workers I've ever been on the team with, you know, so that pushes everyone to want to get in the gym, you know, whether it's in the mornings, before lift, before practice, off days. He's trying to always get better, you know what I'm saying? So that pushes everyone on the team to get better. Learning from him, I'm someone that likes to learn, so he knows that, so I'm always going to him asking questions, or he's always like, yo, you can do this better, or you should go over here. So that's something that I appreciate, that he's willing to, you know, give that leadership and not hold little things back, you know.
Where do you feel you've improved since arriving here?
I feel like I've improved at everything. And I asked Coach Gard in the summer what he wanted me to focus on and developing. Because coming off a weight last year, I didn't feel like I had the best year. So I was just like, what do you want me to really lock in on coming into Wisconsin next year? He's just like, keep the game simple, ball handling and shooting, you know what I'm saying? Recruit offense, coach defense. So, I mean, since I've gotten here, my whole skill set has gotten a lot better. My defense has gotten a lot better. Just knowing where to be, my attention to detail. You know, I learned that the best defenders aren't always the fastest, quickest, strongest. They just know where to be at the right time. So just learning my spots on the floor, picking my spots better has gotten a lot better for sure.
Jahcobi, we've seen a couple different practices now, and I really felt like today you were a little bit louder than you have been in the past. Is that something you were working up to, just kind of getting comfortable with the team before you became more vocal?
Yeah, definitely. I've always seen myself as a vocal guy, you know, especially playing the game I love. I'm excited to be out here. Like, I'm happy to be here. So I just want to be like a catalyst of energy on this team, like, you know, just bring a lot of energy, picking guys up, helping boost their self-esteem. Because like we said, there's a lot of young guys on the team that really haven't found their voice yet, found their leadership. You know, so I'm trying to show them, like, don't be afraid to talk. It's okay. Like, we're here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? People want to hear your voice. They want to see you express those emotions. So I'm just here trying to, you know, give my all, be as loud, be as vocal as I can be, and, you know, just looking out for my teammates at the same time.